purist like you, and this is something I really enjoy and appreciate very much. My own work is a mixture of movement, language, text. Again, my interests aren't psychological, but they are textural and poetic, I would say, but not psychological. So, there you go.
Thank you.
Now, can't we have that translated just a few words? I miss it so much. Something in Aramaic. Can you say something in Aramaic for us?
Not today.
Not today. Today's a bad day for Aramaic.
Yeah, but maybe we can do a special translation session for you.
Very good.
After.
After half an hour.
After half an hour, yes,
After
exactly.
28.
Yes.
Two
Yeah,
questions
yeah,
will be worked in
exactly.
8 minutes.
Exactly.
Okay. What's
Okay.
next?
Yes, but now function and you should.
Yeah, you should. Function.
Function and I should. I should
Should.
function.
Wait a minute.
You should tell us about function. What do you think? When you say you're interested in function, what do you mean by that?
He said he was going to ask this from me, and I said he should not. So now I am here. Function. Well, function.
When you
I
were
wa-
talking about this on the bus, you
Yeah.
said more function than something. I
Yeah.
can't remember. What was it?
Function, form.
Oh,
That-
form.
that we were
Not so
talking
interested in
about
form, more interested in
Yeah,
function.
more interested in function. Like, I'm not really. Yeah, I think that's. Well, maybe it's just. I don't know what I think. Well,
That's going to be very hard to argue with.
yeah, it's difficult.
Okay,
yeah.
I'll try. Yes, you do know.
Yeah, I know. Okay. Function. No, we were talking about function and form, and in the context of movement or dance. And I said, for me, the form always follows function, so not the other way around. So I gave this example sometimes in my class also, that if you go and try to reach on your upper shelf for the cookies, everybody knows how to do relevé. But if you say, go to a dance class and say, do a relevé, so go on your toes, everybody is shaking. So the function comes first, and for my opinion, it's more effective, and the form follows after. And
So
this is.
you must spend a lot of money on cookies then.
Oh yeah, I do. It's here. So, so this is what I think. Also, if you look at in architecture, in other things, it's also. I mean, church has a certain form because it's a certain function. Or different buildings have different form because of the function, not the other way around. And I find that sometimes we, as a dancer, we are so into the form. We are just repeating a form which doesn't. It's an empty form. It doesn't. There's no content. There should, and so I find that function. If something is functional, it already has a content there, in itself.
The way you're using form, do you mean style?
No, form and well, that comes style, form. No, not really. I mean form, like you could say ballet as a style, a form, but I mean form. It can be any kind of like okay, we just repeat certain form,
Yes.
but it's not functional. Because you tell me to put the arm there,
Yes.
I put my arm there. That doesn't interest me. For me, it's interesting. Why do you put the arm there? This is very clear in martial art.
Yes.
Because if you are too late,
Yes.
you die.
Yeah.
Yeah?
So,
So that is for me very functional movement, and it has a beauty because it's also something. It's funny I think if you look at martial art, nobody is asking like, oh my God, what's the meaning of this? You know? While you look at dance performance, and sometimes you see this movement and music, and you think, I don't get anything. I don't understand because it's just executing steps or form. So I feel that if the function is clear, if it's also translates to the public something much more easier. You can also then. I'm completely into physics. I was really bad in physics. I never could understand it, but I wish I could understand more. But I also think that it's useful in performing arts also to know how different kind of physical laws influence the audience.
So that's the function in your choreography.
That's also a function, yeah.
Okay.
Also, like for example, maybe it's easier to understand for an example, like in the last piece what I made last autumn, which is called Closer to Heaven. It's a quintet for 5 women. And I made the structure so that everything moves all the time from back to forwards. It's a constant wave of, not that the movement is a constant wave, but the structure of the piece is a constant wave. And somehow the audience got very exhausted. They're like, they have the feeling of it's coming. And I got this experience from many people, and I find it fascinating because it's not I don't need to tell the dancers a psychological big kind of, they don't need to go to a certain state, they don't need, they just need to do something in order this to work.
Yeah, but do you equal function and purpose?
Function and purpose.
You mean like you gave this example that you there is a purpose for you to stretch out and take the cookies.
Yeah, but now you have to look function and purpose. If you do this question, you have to look from whose point of view. Like, is it what is the function for the audience, and what is the purpose of the audience and of the single observer? Why did he go to the theater for the first place? Why did he want to see something? What is my purpose? What is the function is different because my purpose is different. What is the function? What is the purpose of the dancer? What is his aim? So it's all kind of, it depends of the point of view. So okay, this got really wrong.
Yeah.
Now I'm completely lost. I don't know anymore.
Function physics is very good. E equals MC squared.
Man.
Yeah, we're over function now.
We are over function. Now we
function.
talk about something else.
But you have different point of view.
Uh,
Why you were arguing?
No, we were.
No, we did that. It was a joke.
Yeah.
We don't argue.
Yes, we do.
No, we don't.
We do.
We don't.
Yes, we
don't.
do.
No, we don't. I agree.
Okay. No, I
Okay.
don't.
No, I don't.
I'm
Either.
not going to argue with you then.
No,
on that.
neither me.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
I will.
Fine. I will too.
But you have different point of view about this form and
Well,
function.
I have a different form.
Oh no. Yeah. No.
And each of these every form is its own system. So every form has its own function, has its own structure, and like each one is there. So